Good morning, brethren. In this morning's daily devotion, I want us to reflect for a short time upon what Isaiah says to the people of God in his day, or rather, what God says to God's people through Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 17, he says, "Learn to do right, seek justice, encourage the oppressed, defend the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow." If you look at the context here, you'll see that the people were bringing their worship to God, and God was sick of it. And the reason he was sick of it and didn't want their worship was because it was purely external and it didn't really relate to their day-to-day living. And he says to them that they needed to sort that out, that they couldn't come and worship him, as it were, on the Sabbath day and just live as they please the rest of the week. And so he says to them, learn to do right. Seek justice, encourage the oppressed, defend the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. In our society today, there is much injustice. There are many who are oppressed. There are those who are fatherless, and there are those who are widows. There are other aspects of societal life that Christians need to think about. My wife and I, together with others, are currently protesting against abortions that are being carried out here in Northern Ireland. Two centres, one in Newry and one in Portadown, at which we are having a pro-life ministry. And in that situation, we are seeking justice. We are seeking justice for the children in the wombs of their mothers. They cannot speak up for themselves, those children. Others need to speak up for them. And yet the sad reality is that very few Christians are willing to take a stand and to come out onto the public thoroughfare and to stand silently holding up posters decrying this terrible practice in our society. It's very easy just to, as it were, look away and pretend it's not happening. It's very easy to say, oh yes, we're against abortion. We're against social injustice. We're against people being oppressed. And yet, practically, to do nothing about it. God wasn't pleased with worship on the Lord's Day and ignoring the social issues that were rampant in society that were completely against God's moral standards. And in society today, brethren, I think that as Christians, we have, as it were, taken ourselves away from the real social issues that need to be addressed. We are comfortable to go to our places of worship on the Lord's Day and worship God, and we are not proactive in seeking to witness against the social injustices that are in our society. And one of the greatest social injustices is that of abortion. 1,091 children murdered in Northern Ireland in the past 11 months. Some of those children are being murdered in Newry and some of them in Portadown. Why not consider adding your name to the list of people who are willing to go and stand for 1 hour and to protest against abortion and to witness for life for such children? I'm sure that those who are organising this would be absolutely delighted if they could get more people to come and to help. And surely we should be doing this. God says to us in our day, as he said to Isaiah's people in his day, seek justice, encourage the oppressed, defend the cause of the fatherless, plead the cause of the widow. Our religion, our faith, our Christianity is not something that is merely to be for a Sunday, the Sabbath day. It's something that has to apply to every aspect of society, including this terrible practice that is going on. So let us take to heart these words from Isaiah. Seek justice, encourage the oppressed, defend the cause of the fatherless, plead the cause of the widow. There are many social needs within our communities and many social injustices within our society. And as Christians, we really need to take a stand and to speak out. May God help us to do so. Have a good day, folks.